Cletus Cassidy and Carnage are reunited once again. And after attaining near godlike power, ridding itself of almost all of the classic symbiote weaknesses, and slaughtering multiversal Venoms, Carnage has its sights set on Daddy Dearest, Venom. But not just Venom, Eddie Brock, and Venom. In a brief battle with Anti-Venom, Flash Thompson, Carnage learns that Dylan, the son of Eddie Brock, is the current host of its father Venom. Cassidy, in sadistic, symbolic, and theatrical fashion, begins to wreak carnage and leave clues that will lead the duo to the birthplace of Eddie Brock and Venom's union, Our Lady of Saints Church. First, Cassidy targets and murders the son of the police officer, who ironically became a police officer himself, that Eddie Brock killed at the birthplace of his Sybiosis. Second, he visits Dylan Brock's apartment with the corpse, subdues the landlord, suspends the cadaver from the ceiling, and records a cryptic audio message that will lead Venom and Dylan directly to Our Lady of Saints Church. And finally, Cassidy visits Dylan's new warehouse job, slaughters his co-workers, writes a cryptic message in their blood, and detonates a bomb for good measure. The bomb was contained inside of Dylan's backpack, which he left at his apartment, so Venom sets a course for their humble abode. When they arrive, they find the landlord, Mrs. Mitchell, unharmed, but bound by masking tape. Once free, she tells Venom that Cassidy said, "Where's Eddie?" The sound of an audio recording on repeat leads Venom to the room where Cassidy suspended the corpse. Venom recognizes the resemblance of the fallen officer to that of the officer Brock killed many years prior. The voice recording is Cassidy repeating what Eddie Brock said that fateful day. Innocent death is always unpleasant, but nothing must stand in our way. Nothing must block our righteous revenge, and by all that's sacred, nothing will. Venom knows exactly where Carnage is, the birthplace of the lethal protector, Our Lady of Saints Church. Once inside, Cassidy begins a dialogue with Dylan about disappointing fathers and the knowledge of what it is to kill, exposing that Venom hid this from him. Venom grows impatient and emerges ready to strike Cassidy dead, but he sets a trap to damage Venom with vibration from the iconic church bell, a weakness Carnage is no longer subject to. After the two engage in a brief scuffle, Carnage uses his new abilities to temporarily bond to the minds of Venom and Dylan. Carnage witnesses a flood of memories, information, and emotions. He learns that Dylan really doesn't know where Eddie is. Eddie is in a time stream and of the existence of Meridius and the Garden of Time. Carnage disengages and separates Venom from Dylan. Carnage actually pitied Dylan, stating that Eddie abandoned him with nothing to survive, and thus killed him out of mercy. Before Dylan's life force faded away, Carnage separated from the artificial Cletus Cassidy and merged with Dylan. Brock would end up in the symbiote pool of the engine room with the ultimate version of Eddie, the Eventuality. And Carnage would end up violently emerging from Meridius's flesh into the Garden of Time. Will Dylan join forces with his father in time to stop the spawn of Venom from wreaking absolute carnage on time itself? Find out in Sybiosis, Necrosis Part 3.